Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the APFC middleweight division, sponsored by Heroes and Ghosts Tattoo. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a pure martial artist. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall and officially weighed in 187.2 pounds. Coming in tonight with no wins and 1 loss, fighting out of Richmond, Virginia, du Paris, France, Luca Tricoire Dos Santos. And across the cage, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a blender fighter. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and officially weighed in 184.6 pounds. Coming in tonight with a record of 3 wins and no losses, damas y caballeros de Carolina, Puerto Rico, Richard La Montaña Oyanedel. And your referee in charge is Mike King.
Mike King, third man inside for this middleweight bout. Unsure if I've ever seen fighter introductions underscored by AC/DC Campbell done, but we got treated to that here tonight. Round 1 underway. Oyanedel in the white and red, Tricoire Dos Santos in the black and orange. Nice right hand there from Tricoire.
Coming out with the jab, switch to the knees, multiple switch knees to the body of Oyanedel there. Using that range, man.
Real good tie clinch here.
Excellent knees early from Tricoire. Those are punishing. 30 seconds in, and it has been all gas from Tricoire Dos Santos. But David, this is probably right where the Mountain wants this as a grappler and a submission artist.
Those knees, man, are vicious. I mean, he just relentless there. And I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It seems to be working. Dos Santos using that underhook on their right side to prevent Oyanedel from shooting and just maintaining that position there.
The Frenchman firing away with the appendages downstairs. 2 minutes to go in round number 1. Campbell, how can Oyanedel turn the tide?
Oyanedel needs to pummel in, grab him and get him close so he has no space with his hips to throw these knees, because these are beating him up right now, and it's not good.
Oyanedel trying to fire those uppercuts in and stay active inside the clinch, David, but this has been all the Frenchman so far.
Yeah, much like Campbell said, is like he needs to get his hips closer in that position, because no matter how many punches he throws, his opponent, Dos Santos, is going to have room to throw that knee, and he will every time he does.
Midway through round 1 now, Oyanedel trying for a single switch into the double here, but Campbell unsuccessful. Now he eats a couple elbows.
Here, if I'm him, I'm switching off to a single leg. I'm pulling him off the cage, just getting his feet moving, because it's almost impossible to hit a takedown on somebody standing still.
As you say it, he tries it. However, Tricoire Dos Santos successfully defending so far, David.
Oyanedel not giving up on the leg attack here. However, Dos Santos is just able to defend here, utilize almost a standing guillotine without even trying.
Sometimes the best version of takedown defense is a submission attempt, as we find ourselves back in the clinch with the Frenchman firing the knees, the Mountain shooting for the hips.
I don't think he can take much more of those knees to the body.
More so than the striking, I'm impressed by the defense there, Dos Santos, able to just maintain his hip position. I mean, for a second, it looked like there was maybe more than a few times Oyanedel could have finished that takedown, but Dos Santos able to make the adjustments and not get taken down now.
Once again, Oyanedel driving the taller fighter to the cage. Final 10 seconds. He has survived this kneeing onslaught through 1 round, but Campbell, no takedowns for Oyanedel.
Wasted a lot of energy, too, trying to get him. That's going to be a rough time between these rounds.
Yeah, I think at this point it was more of a panic response there. It wasn't a beautifully set up shot. He's shooting with his head down. You don't typically see success there.
But there might be some silver linings in the durability and effort to stay strong and stay tight. Here's another look at those knees, David.
Man, I think if Dos Santos was going for a world record of how many knees thrown in a round, I think we should look that up, because he might have it. I mean, once he got to that beautiful Muay Thai clinch position, he just fired knee after knee after knee, and Oyanedel didn't really seem to have an answer there.
Again, Tricoire Dos Santos unbeaten in amateur Muay Thai and amateur kickboxing. That's clearly on full display here. Campbell, how much do you think the 7 inches in height is affecting Richard Oyanedel?
When I go against my teammates and that are way taller than me and they get me in a tie clinch, it is the worst place to be. So I understand completely where Oyanedel's at right now. It's rough against a taller fighter for sure.
Well, we shall see if La Montaña can stand tall. Oyanedel laughing and smiling here at the beginning of round 2. Tricoire Dos Santos immediately in his face.
Nice rear leg kick by Dos Santos. Follows in by a right hand right down the middle.
Another one.
Oyanedel going back down to his wrestling leg attacks.
Tricoire Dos Santos frequently threatening that guillotine as well anytime Oyanedel gets on the hips.
And Dos Santos just stalking
Tricoire Dos Santos, finally a winner in mixed martial arts, and he does it in electrifying fashion. What a stoppage.
Silent killer.
Wow.
Just stalked forward, stayed in position, and the second he saw it, launched that elbow. It was a beautiful short elbow, not anything he loaded up. It just, man, that's beautiful precision there.
Campbell, walk me through this finishing sequence.
At this point, Dos Santos is doing a really good job framing on his head and landing knees on his head now, and he's so worried about that tie clinch that Dos Santos steps in with the short elbow and just catches him on the entrance.
A violent tornado of strikes inside the foam booth. Tricoire Dos Santos asserting himself here in Richmond, David.
Yeah, I'm definitely impressed, man. He went out there and just displayed his striking, his Muay Thai. Everything was crisp. It was clean. He had great takedown defense amongst other things. You typically don't see that with guys who are generally just maybe, I won't say one-dimensional, but guys who specialize in striking. I mean, he was able to adjust. He was able to not get taken down. And then the second he got to where he needed to be, he saw that open and threw that short right elbow. I mean, that's just killer instinct.
On paper, unbeaten in Muay Thai and kickboxing, one would probably assume, taking this guy down is the route to beating him, but absolutely he seemed improved and evolved in those areas. And Oyanedel, tough as they come, tried his best, Campbell, but tonight just wasn't his night.
Yeah, I'm very impressed, like we said, with Dos Santos. I mean, well-rounded fighter, and that's his first MMA fight. I would have guessed he had some kickboxing experience, but that was very impressive there. He's going to be good.
Cyril Gahn winning yesterday. Now Tricoire Dos Santos bringing another mixed martial arts win back to his country. We send it inside to handsome Michael Hansen to make that TKO official.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee Mike King put a stop to the fight. The official time, 29 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner by knockout, Tricoire Dos Santos.
He came up short against Joel Groves in his amateur MMA debut last year, now ending 2024 with a bang here in Richmond. One more look at that finishing sequence.